Washington, D.C., established on the bank of the Potomac River, is the capital of the United States. It was named after George Washington, commander of the Continental Army in the American Revolutionary War, and the first President of the United States, 1789-1797. The abbreviation D.C. in the name of the city stands for District of Columbia, as the city is coextensive with the Federal District of Columbia. Historically, the city was called the Federal City or Washington City. Today, the most common form is D.C., but it is often called the District as well. Article 1 of the Constitution of 1787 stated the need to establish a permanent seat for the federal government. The Residence Act, which contained the details regarding the federal capital, was adopted in 1790. Therefore, 1790 is considered the official date of the city's foundation. The city adopted the name of the first president 1 year later. The area of Washington, D.C., located between Maryland and Virginia states, is about 177 kilometers. 19 kilometers of it is covered by water. In 2020, its population was approx. 690,000. Washington, D.C. is a planned city, consisting of 4 quadrants. It has a gridded street network with diagonal avenues, parks, and squares. There are numerous national monuments in the city. Most of them are found in the National Mall in the center of Washington. The heart of the city is the area between the Capitol and the White House. Interestingly, there are streets named after each U.S. state. According to local regulations, it is prohibited to construct very tall buildings in the city. The tallest construction is the Washington Monument, measuring approx. 169 Located in Washington, D.C., the White House stands as the iconic official residence and workplace of the President of the United States, a symbol of the nation's history and governance. Designed by Irish-born architect James Hoban in the neoclassical style and constructed primarily of sandstone, the building's cornerstone was laid in 1792, with its site personally selected by the first president, George Washington. The first presidential couple to reside in the White House was John and Abigail Adams, who moved into the still unfinished structure in 1800. Over the years, the building has been known by various names, including the President's Palace, the President's House, and the Executive Mansion. But it was not until 1901 that President Theodore Roosevelt officially adopted the name White House, a term that had been in use since 1811 due to the whitewash applied to its outer walls. Throughout its more than 2 centuries of existence, the White House has undergone numerous restorations and expansions, including the addition of the East Wing in 1942 and significant renovations during Harry S. Truman's presidency. Architecturally, the White House is divided into 3 main sections: the Executive Residence, the West Wing, and the East Wing, each serving distinct functions within the complex. As a witness to countless historic events and pivotal decisions, the White House has remained a steadfast symbol of the United States and its capital. Designated a National Historic Landmark in 1960, it continues to fulfill its mission, unchanged since 1800, of providing uninterrupted service to the American people while also standing as one of the most popular tourist attractions in Washington, D.C.